before the game against the fall season, the spring season champions, you'd have probably thought that would be a good result with our current injury situation, the amount of players we had available. But I think we did enough to win that game today. I think we can take great confidence from that. I think on another day we might have had 3 penalties. I'll need to see the replays to make sure how sure I am of that. But we had chances. I think Ryan Williams had a couple of chances in the first half. Falvey had a great block, and then the great pass from Oliveira was a great chance. I think they may have only had 3 or 4 shots all game. So we it was got to be pleased. I like to win, but I suppose I've got to give the guys credit for putting in that level of performance, even if we did lose concentration on that second goal, and phase 2 to stop their goal.
What's your thoughts on Williams and his play recently? He's played pretty well.
Yeah, but we brought him in, he wasn't fit. But the only way to get people fit is by playing them in games, and normally you do that in pre-season. So he's starting to show his quality and why we brought him in. And it's going to be the same with these injured ones that are coming back from injuries. They're not going to come back in at 100%. We're all excited to see them coming back, but the guys that have been out for months at a time aren't going to come back 100% sharp. So just to be expected when someone was, he was out of contract when we signed him, so it's expected that he wouldn't be ready straight away. But now, as I said, he's starting to show his quality on set pieces and in general play.
It was a much more entertaining game, this game, Coach. I think the 6,100 fans really got into it and really enjoyed the game.
Yeah.
So, congratulations to you. They were playing much more attacking football, and it was a joy to watch.
Well, it was good. They gave everything. We certainly gave everything. We give everything in every game. Our intention in every game is to always try and score goals. Sometimes you have to give the opposition credit, but as I said earlier, I think we were the better team today. I think we walk out of here. Probably they settle for a point at the end. I think they as soon as the goalkeeper got it, when we restarted, he was slowing the game down, and then they were taking times on set pieces. So that's 2 games in a row, short-handed. That Miami changed the tactics at half-time to a 5-man defence, and they were wasting time at the end. So although we never got the wins, we got 2 points, which is 2 points more than we had, and we've been the better team in both games.
Do you think that was a defensive error, that goal against?
For sure, yeah. We've lost concentration. At the top level, players can concentrate, for longer periods, and the most important thing in football is awareness and decision making, and we need to be more aware on. Thought we were fine on phase 1, but then when it got flicked on, we lost Ring at the back post. He made a simple run to pull back underneath, and he shouldn't have been free. You've got to, if you're marking someone, you've got to mark someone until the ball's been cleared, and that takes awareness and decision making. And unfortunately, again against Indy, we've not defended the second phase well enough.
Is there anything to worry about with Jamar Dixon? When I saw when he came off, he was being treated.
Yeah, we obviously, with him being called up to the national team, when he felt anything at all, we wanted to try and get him off so he was available for his country, and we'll assess him and see how he is.
What excelled so much for you guys today to get that draw? Because in general, like you said, you should have deserved the 3 points there.
I just think we didn't really have to make too many changes to key positions going into that game. We managed to get a good day of training yesterday to get even more comfortable with our roles within the system. We've done a lot of video on how we improve. We're I think second best in the fall season defensively. So we wanted to make sure we were organised defensively first and foremost. And then now we're really, because when you change system due to injuries, it takes time for everything to click and for everything to gel, and we're now been really focusing on the offensive piece and our positioning and how to turn possession into attacks. And I thought you see the improvement, but we'll improve again this week hopefully, and we can put on a performance against Edmonton even better than the last two.
It was Fear Fanatic Day as well. Just thoughts on the pretty loud crowd that was today?
That was fantastic, and the younger fans here, the better. because they, I think it's a generational thing. I think more people play soccer in North America than any other sport. Soccer's only going to get bigger and bigger, and to see so many young faces in the stand is fantastic, because they're going to be coming for years and years and years, and we've got to make sure that when they come, they're entertained and that they want to come back, and I'm sure they feel that way today.
The end of a 3-game homestand in Edmonton. Just your thoughts on that game and what you're coming ahead?
They're good. It's almost like the league lined up 3 of the best teams in the league and gave us, and just when we were at our shortest. So same thing happened in the spring season when we did well in the Amway and then didn't have any players to do ourselves justice. So it just seems to be the way things have gone this season. Another top team comes, but we've shown again, Miami, probably the powerhouse of the league now in terms of finances, and Indy, the spring season champions, and I think we've done enough to win both games, but we didn't. So hopefully we can go that one step further against Edmonton, who are sitting pretty at the top of the league until New York won last night.
Is Dalglish becoming the number 1 goalie? What's with the change?
The thing is, people have been telling me, just like Carl Hayworth, for years when I came in, that Carl's been a great player in training, but hasn't really done it as much in games. And I've heard Bruce Grabler and everybody talk about how good Marcel Dalglish is. Well, the only way you can really see is if you give them games. There's only so much training a young player can do, and Paiser didn't do anything wrong. Paiser's a wonderful goalkeeper, but unless we give Dalglish an opportunity to show he's good enough, then we'll never know. So I think it was just an opportunity to see Marcel, and he could do nothing with the goal today. He kept a clean sheet in the last game.
So you're pretty happy with him, I would
He's
think.
done great, yeah. I mean, he did great. Even when crosses came in the box, he did great. He was much calmer today, much more confident with his feet. And, I only expect him to get better and better and better with his decision making.
Just one last one. It was getting, at some point in the first half, it was getting pretty rough out there.
Yeah.
And how frustrating was it to see that the yellow cards came out to you guys? Was it, you think, referee thinking he was starting to lose control and he had to get them out, or?
I don't know, but it didn't seem. There was a little bit of a surprise because I think was it Gentile that got the yellow card. It looked like he got the ball. To me, I'm not sure. I'll need to see the replay again, but it looked like he got the ball, and then, I think it was. You've got to be careful what you say about referees, but it was. It certainly got a little bit heated, but the players know themselves. You can only tell by players' reactions if it was a foul or not. And you can see if somebody appeals whether it was a penalty or not, or whether it was a booking or not. Players know. If you watch players' reactions, they know. And if the players got frustrated, then it was probably for a reason.
Well, there was one knockdown in the penalty area, and then it looked to be a missed handball as well. So,
yeah, I thought Jamar got brought down in the penalty area, and then even at the end, Danny Mwanga got barged in the back when the ball came into him in the box, and Danny's a big, strong boy. He's not going to go down unless he's in the box, unless he feels contact. So, look, I'll watch the replay and see how I feel, but in real time, it looked like we could have had 3 for sure.